Do you want to edit videos without spending money? Today I am going to teach you how to use DaVinci Resolve, the world's most powerful free video editing software. Start by downloading the latest version of DaVinci Resolve from the Blackmagic Design website. There is a free version of the DaVinci Resolve as well as a paid version. While this free version also offers 90% of the functionality which you get in the paid version. Once you have installed DaVinci Resolve, this window will pop up. And to create a new project, you can see over here, there is an option which states new project. Click on this and give the project a name. For example, I'll give the project name as vlog 2. Click on create to create new project. So DaVinci Resolve can be quite intimidating or difficult to understand when you open it for the first time, but I'll explain you clearly how to use the different workspaces of the DaVinci Resolve. So over here from left to right, you can see different workspaces of the DaVinci Resolve, all aimed at doing different tasks. So first we have the media page where we can import videos and footages. Then we have the cut page to do basic editing. Next we have the edit page where we can do complex editing. Then we have the fusion page where we can do virtual effects and graphics. Then we have the color tab where we can do color grading. Fairlight, which is used for audio editing, and deliver to export the video. If you're working on a simple video and you want a simple workflow, then head straight to the edit page. Over here, we can directly import our media, and before we do that, we can click on this gear icon, which is project settings. Personally, I shoot in 4K at 24 FPS, so I'll set it to 4K, the timeline resolution. I'll change it to 3840 by 2160 Ultra HD, and in timeline frame rate, it's set to 24 frames per second. You can change this according to the video you're creating. Scroll down, and in proxy media format, you can change this from ProRes 422 to ProRes 422 HQ. And if you're choosing ProRes 422, it would be totally an overkill for the PC to handle video previews. So always make sure you choose ProRes 422 HQ. Now click Save to save your preferences. So if you want to import a video into DaVinci Resolve, you need to click on Media Pool. Then if you want to create new folders, you can right click and select New Bin. In this, you can give your folder a name. For example, I'll give it Action Camera. Basically, if you're using different cameras to shoot your vlogs, you can create new folders inside this master folder. So you can have a file named as drone. If you want to import a video into DaVinci Resolve, click on Media Pool, click on the folder that you just created, open Finder, and you can drag and drop the videos from the destination folder. So this is how you import videos into DaVinci Resolve. So at any point of the edit, you can drag videos, photos, music or audio files into this media pool. So the clips that we have imported are available here on the left hand side. If you want to preview a video, you can just double click on the video file and you can scrub along the timeline to preview the file. Over here, we have got the project timeline where we are going to be editing the video clips. You can zoom in and out of the timeline through the plus and minus over here. This is to zoom in and zoom out the timeline. To start editing, you can drag and drop the video onto the timeline. So as you can see, the blue track is the video and the green track is the audio file. You can also drag the playhead along the timeline to scrub through the timeline if you want to make edits at a certain point. You can also press the space button to play the video on the timeline. Now you can see the video and audio track on the timeline. And if you're not able to see the waveforms in the audio file, what you can do, you can drag this audio file like this. So now you can see the waveforms. This basically helps us to preview the file in a better way. You can change the size of the viewer, you can drag that up and down. You can also change the media pool size to increase your screen workspace. So if you want to make a cut, what you can do is you can link this audio and video file by clicking on this button. This would create a linked selection, and whatever changes you make to one file will automatically apply to another. For example, if I make a cut in the audio file, it will be also applied to the video. To make a cut, you can click on this blade tool or press B on your keyboard and click on the timeline where you want to make the cut. So I want the cut over here. I'll just click here and I've created a cut on the timeline. And just make sure you don't accidentally scrub along the timeline with the blade tool selected. As you can see, you can accidentally make cuts while moving the clips. So whenever you're not cutting, make sure you switch back to arrow or press A on your keyboard. So B is for the cut tool, A is for the select tool. Command or Control Z will undo the things which you do in Resolve. So another way to make the cut is you can hover above this place where you can see arrows on the both sides, and you can just drag it to the left side or right side to make a cut or trim the timeline. You can also move clips along the timeline. So for example, I select this clip and I don't want this clip over here. You can move the clip along the timeline. You can drag it left and right also on top of the other clip. And this is what you do if you're using a B-roll shot on top of the talking head. If you want to delete this video file over here, you cannot delete it because you have created it as a linked selection. I want this drone shot to show, but I don't want this video file over here. So what you can do is you can click on the linked selection. So it would unlink it. Now the audio and video files are unlinked, and I can easily delete this clip from here by pressing delete on the keyboard. So if you want to import a song, you can just drag and drop a song from Finder into the media pool. From the media pool, you can drag and drop it into the timeline. I want the song to start from the beginning of the video, so I'll just move it to the beginning of the timeline. Now if I play this video, you can see that the sound is quite loud over here. So what you can do is you can click on the audio, and over here in the audio tab, you can see you can adjust the volume from here. Reduce the volume to -25, and let's play the video again. So now you can see the volume of the song has been reduced. So that's how you adjust your volume. And now if you want to fade your music in and out, what you can do is over here you can see a white marker. You can just drag it to the right side, and this would fade your music up to 6 seconds. And you can do that at the end of the clip also to fade out the music. Now when I play the video, the music doesn't start playing immediately and it would fade in. So over here you can see the music gradually increases its volume, and at the end of the clip the volume is decreased. So that's how you can adjust audio in DaVinci Resolve. And if you want to mute a track while you're scrubbing through, you can just click over here in the audio to mute the track. So if you want to add titles in DaVinci Resolve, you need to go to the toolbox over here and click on titles. In titles, you can see the different preset titles that DaVinci Resolve offers you. To preview the title, you can just scrub through it. And if you want to add the title to the video, you can just drag and drop this onto the timeline. Now you can see I have added this title. So if you don't want the video beneath the title, what you can do is press B on your keyboard to make a cut. Press A on the keyboard or click on the select tool, and you can click on this clip and hit delete on your keyboard. So now you can see the background of the title is black, which makes it more easier to view. So to edit the text, what you can do, you can in the right side over video, you can see the title and the settings of the title. So click on title, and this is the upper text and this is the lower text. So in upper text controls, type the title which you want. For example, I'll give the title as vlog. You can also give the lower title. For example, I'll give it as drone shots. Increase or decrease the upper text spacing, the size of the upper text, as well as the line spacing. Similarly, you can do that for the lower title as well. If you want to change this line color, now you can see it's black. You can change it to any color you want from the color tools. So here I'll change it to blue color. Now the color of the line has been. So now you can see the color of the line has been changed. So in the text, you can obviously adjust the font, the color of the font, and all the settings. You can also create text and video transition in the Fusion page, but if you are a beginner, I would recommend using the pre-built video transitions and titles in this toolbox. So if you want to add a video transition, you need to go to Toolbox, click on Video Transitions, and over here you can see the different video transitions DaVinci Resolve offers. You can just scrub through it to preview it, and if you want to add the video transition to your timeline, what you can do is you can just drag and drop it between two clips. Now sometimes when you drag and drop it between the two clips in DaVinci Resolve, what happens is there is no space to accommodate. So in that case, what happens is you won't be able to place the transition between the two clips, as you can see over here. What you need to do is you need to click on this clip and you just need to trim this clip a little bit for a few seconds and trim this clip also. So once you have trimmed both the clips, now you can easily add the video transition between them, because now there's space to create a transition. So as you can see, I have created a smooth video transition. You can also create text and video transition in the Fusion page, but if you are a beginner, I would recommend using the pre-built video transitions and titles in this toolbox. Next phase of the edit is color correction. So click on this color tab, and the color correction page is what the DaVinci Resolve first became known for. It was one of the world's best color correction software. And obviously you can see there are a lot of menus here, and obviously you can do a lot in color correction in DaVinci Resolve. But if you're just starting out, I would recommend keeping things as simple as possible. So over here you can select the clip you want to color correct and come down here to the color wheels. And the first thing I would recommend changing is the color temperature. Sometimes your shot can be too blue or too orange, so you can change that over here. You can also change the contrast. You can change the highlights. So I'll just reduce the highlights until I can see the skies. You can increase the saturation. You can reduce the shadows. And these are all the settings that I would recommend changing in the color correction tab. Color boost and saturation can be used to make the colors a bit brighter and look more vivid. Next we have the Fairlight tab, and this is a little bit on the advanced side and you don't need this as a beginner. If you want more tutorials on this, I'll be creating a separate video. So now we are going to leave the Fairlight tab and head over to the Deliver tab. So let's click on the Deliver tab. This is where we are going to be exporting the video. If you're creating a video, you can just click on the custom settings called as YouTube. You can give a file name, the location of the file, and render the video. But for now, I'll choose custom and I'll give this video a file name, cinematic vlog. You can browse your location, click on browse, and this is where the video is going to be saved. So I'll just save it on my desktop. And over here you can select the video format. You can either choose MP4 or I would recommend you choosing QuickTime. In codec, you can choose H.264 or H.265 as well. For now I'll choose H.264, and the frame rate is 23.976, which is basically 24 FPS. Resolution, I'll choose 4K. If you have shot the video in Full HD, you can choose Full HD as well. And I would recommend changing these settings. In audio, you can choose AAC and leave it as it is. So to export the video, you need to click on Add to Render Queue. After you have added this to render queue, you can just click on Render All, and this would export the video to the location you have chosen, and this would be the file name. So I'll just click on Render All. Now you can see the video has started rendering, and you can see the time remaining and how much percentage the video has been processed. So once your video has been exported, you can see in the render queue it shows completed. So now you can go to the destination folder where you choose the render to be completed, and over here you can see the file has been saved. So if you found this video helpful, smash the like button and do subscribe and ring that bell for more advanced tutorials. Drop a comment below on what would you like to learn next. Color grading, Fusion effects, Fairlight audio tricks, whatever. Until the next time, Thank you for watching and please subscribe my channel if you haven't.